Hey, Cedric, do you think some of the success you're having now is more a result of the progress you made through last year, especially late at Bowie, or maybe the winter work you did in St. Louis?
I'd say it's a combination of both. Going into the off season, knowing that I do have the capability of having some success. It was just a matter of finding how to be more consistent and taking that thought process into the off season, and working out in St. Louis really helped.
For those who just joined, if you have a question for Cedric, you can enter your name in the chat. Next up, we have Melanie Newman. Melanie, go ahead.
Hey, Cedric, we've talked to some of the older guys and the pitchers, how they feel about some of these minor league rules that have followed into the Major League 2020 season, but you've seen some of them a lot more recently, including the 7-inning doubleheaders, like what we're about to see today. What is your thought on some of these rules that have kind of followed you along here?
I don't have too much of a thought on it simply because, like you said, I've been, used to playing with some of these rules and, having to deal with them early in the minor league. So it's been an easy adjustment.
Next up, Rich Dubroff.
Cedric, what kind of a difference have you noticed in Brandon Hyde as a manager? I know, you were only up a month or so last year, but it was right at the beginning of his career. How has he changed over the last two seasons?
I think he's, made the adjustments on being a manager. I know it's tough to, come in and try to adjust to a bunch of new guys and a bunch of guys that you are trying to get accustomed with and don't really know well. But I think he's been able to, go out of his way to get to know us as people along as players as well. And he's been, doing a great job with that and just connecting with us.
Briefly, if I could follow up, do you think that communication skills in a manager are more important than the X's and O's, the strategic stuff on the field?
I think the communication, helps, makes those moves a lot easier. I feel like him knowing where we are mentally, physically, is able to help him, produce a solid lineup on a daily basis, and even throughout the game to make certain decisions that can help win ball games.
Jeff Arnold, go ahead.
Hey, Cedric, hope you're doing well. Wanted to ask you about your bunting a little bit. Being able to bunt for a base hit is a skill that it's hard to have, and you're extremely good at it, and you don't see a whole lot of guys do it very well these days. Why do you think you're so effective at bunting for a base hit? What makes you good at it?
I think it's not even that I could say the surprise factor of it because the guys know that I'm going to bunt. I think it's me being able to pick certain counts and just making sure that I get a quality pitch to, lay a bunt down. And if there's a situation where I feel like that, this could change the momentum of the game in our favor, it's definitely something that I look at doing.
Follow-up question from Nathan Ruiz.
Hey, Cedric, you got to play behind both Dean Kramer and Keegan Aiken last year. I'm sure you got to face them both in Bowie this year. What impresses you about those two guys?
What impresses me the most is their ability to work fast and be aggressive in the zone. Those two factors are able to, help create some momentum for our offense, and we've been able to, give them some run support, which is awesome.
Steve Molesky.
Cedric, how meaningful is it for the Oriole organization to have homegrown players, Ryan, DJ, yourself, Dean, Keegan, others, contribute directly to wins? And what can it mean to the guys who are trying to get where you are now, in terms of morale and just a boost for everybody?
I think it's awesome. It definitely creates a comfortable environment for us since we've been, playing with each other for years. And for guys that, are right around the corner as well that we've had experience with, they don't have any issues, asking us questions and, just getting an idea of the process of being a, everyday grinder in the big leagues. And, I think it's very effective for our organization to, have us coming through